Donald Trump has threatened to strip Rosie O'Donnell of citizenship. Now, I wouldn't say Rosie's a friend. She's certainly an acquaintance. She's been on the show. She's supported this show. She supports independent media. And Donald Trump is absolutely and completely obsessed with Rosie O'Donnell. The obsession isn't new. He's been obsessed with her for a decade or longer, but it has now taken a full-blown authoritarian turn. Donald Trump posting about Rosie on Truth Social, quote, "Because of the fact that Rosie O'Donnell is not in the best interests of our great country, I am giving serious consideration to taking away her citizenship. She is a threat to humanity and should remain in the wonderful country of Ireland if they want her. God bless America." Now, let's sort of like get the critical part out up front. A president can't take away someone's citizenship because he doesn't like them. It's not something that you can do. Secondly, Rosie O'Donnell was born in the United States. She's a U.S. citizen by birth. It's not revocable because you're mad that she made fun of you. And number three, this is the rhetoric of a dictator. I will decide who deserves to be a citizen and who doesn't based on their opinion of me and whether they've ever made fun of me or insulted me. This is full-blown dictator stuff. Now, we're going to get back to the seriousness of a president threatening this momentarily, but I want to look back a little bit. If we look back in Trump's political life to start with, his obsession with Rosie O'Donnell can be traced back at least to this debate moment from the 2016 campaign. Remember this one?
All women you don't like: fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account.
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
No, it wasn't.
And a raucous Republican crowd cheering, really showing us what was to come. So that was the 2016 campaign. But when I spoke to Rosie, she said that Trump's obsession with her actually goes back even further. Listen to this. Where were you when in the 2016 primaries, Trump starts insulting you? Did you see that live, or did someone tell you Trump's talking about you right now?
Well, it really started in 2007 when I was on The View. And he, went on like a 10-year or an 8-year tirade and went on all the shows. I think he was very shocked that someone said the truth about him on mainstream media. And he was determined to try to destroy, my credibility or my, who I am as a person by doing these barrage of insults. But I think the one you're talking about was with Megyn Kelly when she was yes. And he said, you call women cows and pigs and slobs. And he says, no, only Rosie O'Donnell.
Right.
I was watching it live.
You were watching it live.
And my kids were in the room with me. And they said, Mom, what? Did he just say you? I go, yes, he did. So listen, Trump's obsessed with Rosie. Now let's zoom out. This is really not merely a Trump meltdown. This actually is a serious escalation. And one of the things that I think is a risk, aside from the general risk of hyper-normalization that can happen when we're exposed to such absurd behavior for a decade at this point from this guy and just kind of becoming desensitized to it, is that we don't always appreciate, and I say appreciate as in comprehend, the full authoritarian nature of some of the things that are happening. You've got a sitting president convicted, by the way, of many felonies, publicly saying he wants to strip U.S. citizens of their citizenship based on whether they are politically loyal to him. Today, it's Rosie O'Donnell. Tomorrow, it's someone in Congress. Next week, maybe it's a journalist or a creator, or maybe it's you. This really is fascism 101. You create a scapegoat, you demonize them, you claim you alone have the power to decide who belongs in this country and who gets to have the citizenship that they are entitled to by birth. And the MAGA crowd loves this stuff. When they're not, distracted by the Jeffrey Epstein scandal,
They love this. They're not cringing. They're cheering this. What a strong president. They eat it up because they don't really care about rules. They say they do. They say they're for law and order, but it's really about revenge. And they are bloodthirsty for revenge against anyone who has ever said the wrong thing about Donald Trump. I believe that a president suggesting this is impeachable, and that's what I want to talk about next. All right, if you're a busy professional or entrepreneur constantly jumping between meetings or a manager, this is for you. Our sponsor, Plod, is redefining how we capture and process conversations. And honestly, it's one of the most impressive AI tools I've tried. Plod Note is a credit card-sized AI gadget that sticks to the back of your phone. It'll record your calls and in-person meetings, transcribe them automatically, summarize, and then even create visual mind maps so you can review the takeaways later without scrambling for notes. You can even talk to it and brainstorm ideas. Now, if you prefer something even more discreet, the Plod Note Pin is a thumb-sized wearable version you can clip on when you're running from room to room. Same amazing AI, just more portable. Over 700,000 people are already using Plod, including more than 200,000 managers who rely on it to boost their productivity and collaboration. Plod has a special deal for my audience. You'll get 10% off any purchase when you go to davidpakman.com/Plod and use the code PAKMAN. The link is in the description.